Yo, it's that Native J, and we're back with another episode of our Mega Lab. So our Mega Lab turns out can only be so mega, at least with the way we ended up set up. Perhaps on our next playthrough, if we do another one, maybe I'll do a little more different setup, right? And then maybe we can get a little more out of it. We updated the graphics card, so on that regard, we should be good. And hopefully it loads here real soon. I didn't mean to start the video and have the whole first 15 seconds of the video be a loading screen. So there we go. We still got this silly blinking light, which I don't like. Um, it doesn't look like our frames is really fixed or nothing here. Let's go into graphics. I turned graphics really low, thinking that would help. I'm starting to think that might even hurt us. That just leaving the graphics how they were is fine. And yeah, looks like people are moving smoother, but it's still not what I'm going for. I still see a little bit of but it's alright. I'm one of those people, I'll live with it. It feels a lot better just moving around and the clock looking smoother in faster time. That's what it's supposed to do right there. So now that we're kind of back on our feet here, I'm going to hope everything's going to work out in the long run. So let's go ahead and turn a bunch of these guys back on. Um, Hopefully we'll get these guys being human soon too. And everything will start looking more human. Oh, the dog's barking. That boy needs to be a quiet dog and not be barking. Um, I think this is all we're going to do here. Huh. So I think this is going to be our next main project here. We don't really have zombies sitting out front, and we have a little bit of time to process some of these zombies out too. So hopefully we can reduce this. It says these are unreachable, but I don't know why fully, to be honest. Um, so we'll have to work on that. Maybe if we open all doors and close all doors again, that might fix it, but I don't know. Have no idea who it's unreachable for and why. So we'll have to just see how that goes. I was thinking for a lot of this access pickup, since we have people just waiting to be turned, I was thinking we set a couple hauling posts out here and we put some extra workers just out here just to help haul some stuff. Um, and I think this is going to be the big move for the episode because we still need the freezer to clear out before we can actually really do much else. So this is going to be the power strip. That's what we'll call it. Um, let's build power first. And we're going to try to transition our power need here a little bit from just having power for um, the day or night or whatever we're doing. We actually have more solar and kind of rely more on the battery power now. Transition to that futuristic kind of feel. Because in the future, people are going to be using solar, guys. Duh. So let's get on the solar hype train. So I'm going to go ahead and make the lanes like 3 wide or so. We'll use quite a bit of space just for our power. So we'll start there. Start getting some power going. It overlaps a little bit, but that's alright. That's a good start. That's how I want it to look. So this hauling post, we're not doing humans. They can go do other stuff. We'll start with these Humvees, these level 1s. And then this one will be like um, 5 of those guys and the rest of these guys. Just for now. Yeah. And yeah, get some more of these humans working at our main here. Man, I really wish I could fix whatever is going on right here, the space-time continuum. And then also it's saying that these guys are all bad guys even though they're not bad guys. So that's driving me insane that it says all these guys are no good, I guess you could say. So that's the only last thing I could possibly think of why I'm remaining flashing. Unless it's just like a big glitch and I'll never get rid of it. But I'm thinking just as long as I have no zombies whatsoever on the map, then it must be good at that point. So we're going to go with that theory. And the only time we'll bring people in is when they're frozen and it's just convenient for us. We'll turn off air conditioners so everyone can defrost, and we'll grab whoever we can while they're here and kind of go with that kind of strategy. Because I'm like, man, I'm over it, to be honest. I think this meat getting spread all over is from the piles. So I was thinking about just rebuilding the piles, and maybe that'll help that not be so weird. Because I'm like, why are people just dragging meat everywhere? I don't know what to do. Or if that's just how it spawned back in. So maybe they'll eat up the pieces and then it'll be gone. I don't really care, to be honest. So this can be deleted again. I think that's cool. We'll let these guys kind of finish picking up as much as they can. I think that also helped a lot with the frames. Right? People are moving a little more smoothly and whatnot. So yeah. I'm still thinking these guys are having a negative impact, not only on the base, and then it'll also bring down our numbers. But if we just get these guys processed out and start removing their little freezers here, I think that's our best bet. Because we're just not able to figure out what's going on. I'm just going to keep trying random things, right? And then that way if you guys ever play the game and you experience these things, you already know what to do, and you could be like, okay, that's how Jay fixed it, so I'm just going to do that. I don't want to delete those still. I'm getting nervous even though I have so much excess power, right? We might as well get another row of batteries in and see how much power we can get built up as we transition into a new power source. I was thinking if I have just like a scary amount of batteries and a decent positive supply during the day off of solar, that I could essentially just run my whole base with these big guys right here. Right, so I want to see how well I can delete some of those, run fully off of this. Look at us just placing right over valuable resources. We're rich. We don't care about that. This is awesome looking with all the unnecessary nonsense of wires. They like connect to every single one another. So I don't feel the need to have to connect the power through this line right here. As of right now, that power's, I guess, not fully obsolete. Like I could build a couple calming stations like we had in here, right? And I think that would be cool, since we're not building a daycare or nothing anyways. We can kind of just go like this. Alright, you guys can calm yourselves by the by the guards. Remember what will happen if you don't behave. And then let's go ahead and just start trying to upgrade all of our roads too. I think that's something we've been slacking on. And I just mean the entirety of the road system. get our hands on here. Probably all the way to here though, because I want to modify how we come out of town to get the ore. Yeah, nice and cheap. That's not too expensive, right? Alright, so that did put a lot of blueprint down. That might raise my problems with FPS or whatever, but I don't know. I feel pretty confident that we'll be alright. And this is looking crazy good, and that number's nuts. Like super crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and we're going to start moving these. I hate moving objects, but I think I'd rather just move them. So we're just going to do a whole another 3 space with these guys probably. Oh, you know what? I changed my mind already. We will push it right up against it. Even if they won't be powered right away, what we'll do is we'll put the power in between the next row and this guy, right? So this is how our rows will kind of go. We'll leave 3 spaces in between each row just for power lines. And I'll just do this row first. That other one's just there, so I kind of have my measurement down. This is also not as annoying to me now because I'm not lagging all over. I don't have super low frames. So that's another reason why I decided to go ahead and do this. Taking my time. It also will take them more time to just go all the way over here and grab that instead of placing the ones they have available to them, but that's okay. We're also going to come in here, not hit that, and just delete these guys out so we can access the other ones easier. Right. The batteries will probably be the last thing to go. I'll recreate a bunch of them over there. I don't know if a hauler is going to be able to pick up the mess from these guys, so that's probably something we're going to have to do is move this guy where he can help clean up this mess once we're done here. It does look like we're running out of those guys, so we want them to go over here, and we'll go ahead and just use some more ones to fill in. Something like that, right? So maybe, yeah, we'll be able to get more done than I thought in this episode, especially if I start speeding some things along. This road's going to be a lot of work for us, but that's okay. I'll probably just speed it along, relax, and drink this coffee until that hauler moves, right, and is able to clear this area out, and then I'll delete the hauler. Alright, so we know more of these are going to be able to be deleted too. So I want to be on top of that so we can't pull in more people again. And hopefully we can get the majority of these guys out of here by nighttime, by the next night. It's really slow because we only have one, but that's okay. If I have to, I'll block that front gate completely off. Like hit the lock button and not let anybody out. So then they won't be able to reach them anyways, and they'll be stuck with just what they got. Let's also mark this all for deletion. And start getting some power poles in here. Yeah, so let's see. Pretty confident that this power thing will work out. We are taking a lot of power away from ourselves with just that. And 2,000 is a significant number, I guess, for night, but I think compared to our daytime numbers and our battery capacity, we should be just fine. We'll just make sure we have enough storage so that if we notice significant number drops, like we can't keep up or stay positive during the day compared to the night, right? Like we're at 8.6 million. If we can't keep like right around this number, right, we'll be like, okay, we need more sunlight power. I also want to redesign this roadway because I feel like we could do the power diagonal. That's the first thing, right? I think we could do something like that and delete this whole corner. Delete all this stuff. And it wouldn't even affect us. We could just pull power through here, pull the power up here. And as long as the mines are powered, I think that's the only thing that matters once we get rid of all this. So. So I noticed we have our first 14 idle humans. So one of these hauling posts, right, can completely be taken over by humans now. And essentially, I think this would be the best area to start with our humans. So that Humvees start working as far away from this area as possible. So these defenses and these haulers are the first thing that will become human jobs. I hear a lot of placing going on, which is nice to ruin a lot of this stuff placed. Want to keep working on random things just to improve our lives. This is going to be a big help just because of the extra boost percentage you get on it. Let's see if it tells us. 180 as opposed to 150, so another 30% speed for just getting around. I think that'll also help us significantly out here once we get this road remodeled. I really like this one. I just don't really like the corner, and it doesn't look like it's used much. They just kind of come through here and come down here, right? And this road is now becoming, like, it's literally, like, obsolete. See if you notice. They don't use it much, if not at all, right? Oh, we'll delete those in a minute, actually. Let's not quite delete this yet until we have a full power circuit. We could also have just brought the power right here, which essentially I think would be about the same and pull across. I don't know though, because see if we put a pole right here, right? Let's go like this. Put a pole right here. Then I could delete this pole, this pole. Let's just not put in this pole and this pole. And just put in a pole or two to get down this line. So there's a pole. There's a pole. And we might be able to get away with just moving this pole over a little bit, right? And he'll still hit the mine, and the rest of them can just go away, freeing up even more space. So we're going to slow down a little bit because we have sped quite far ahead. I'm not too concerned with anything, but it is nice to slow down sometimes. Make sure everything's positive, right? We're still looking at fertilizer. and considering producing more of that. But to be honest, we're all right. It's pretty much fertilizer as we can produce is going to dictate how much food we can produce or how much trees we can produce. So, if we delete that guy, woot woot, I know we try to go up in production, right? But we're just going to go ahead and chill with that for now. And that'll, I think, kick back in return, maybe even make this number go positive. But if not, we'll in return just allow them to put more into this. And times where this is empty, waiting, and gets filled, it won't leave these guys waiting because there's no fertilizer yet. I think we're good on wood. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. So we're going to roll with that. Yeah. I like deleting stuff. It's a lot easier. That's a huge increase to only being like -3, so. After tonight, when we actually fight, we could check it again. But we have plenty of space for solar, dude. Let's get real. Like, this whole freaking area could be solar lot. And they don't have moving parts on them. Like, this has moving parts. So I also think that was contributing to, like, the FPS or whatever. Like, if you have too much stuff moving, it might cause problems like that. So maybe even deleting this further mine and just keeping this closer mine might even be the play too, I hate to say. We do have a constant positive trend of metal, but that might change if I just delete one of these, right? Like, for example, the metal, we might have more smelters than we ever even need. Right? And we're so positive in numbers now, and we're kind of fixing our base where we want it to be. After we get all our buildings metal, it may be wise to just cut this metal supply off too. Because if we're only maintaining walls and defenses, like if they get hit, that's all we're doing, really. We're not even going to build a freezer or maintain a freezer, is kind of what I'm deciding now, because it's either bugged or I don't know what to do with it. So I'm hoping if I just do away with the freezer completely again, like I did, it'll no longer say we have enemies on the map. Especially if I allow them to all defrost and just kind of go away. Or if I bring them into the thing, if one of these guys was like an angry one, it'll fix that problem. So I'm definitely going to keep the episode going. And we're actually going to keep speeding along because I want to be able to get this fight in here tonight and kind of show what I was talking about. Like, we'll grab the zombies that we can defrost. Or in this case, we want to finish this. So we're going to keep this gate locked after the fight is over and everything. So no one can go grab whoever's frozen. This right here I was thinking about deleting, but we might just add in more walls to make it more dramatic. Along with this, just more walls to make it more of a dramatic defense, and maybe even put in back gates. So if they want to go for those back gates, that's fine, because we'll just have so many people running around in this area, it won't matter. Anyways, they'll be big wasting their time hitting anything else, especially if there's like 6 layers, right? And this is all layered, and this is all layered. The only way they should be trying to go is that way. Ever. And this road's looking great, so I think we're gonna go ahead and now that whole power line is in, we're just gonna take it to here and delete this. It doesn't look like it's marking the power pole, so we're gonna go ahead and mark those manually, one by one. So that should change our power flow here. Even when this building gets deleted, we'll have to keep some power line in here. But we might be able to spread it out a little further again. Only use 3 of them here. I don't know if all of these are leveled up, but I'm feeling good about ice. We still might make an ice slave chamber, right, to keep people busy. Yeah. Maybe building a a couple production buildings back, like revolving things around fertilizer and chemicals, just so we could have extra haulers doing extra hauling jobs. That's another thing that's reasonable to do. But as much as we can get humans in this area, I would like to. Yep. And the humans are slowly taking over. Okay, so we're ready for our attack. I'm going to go ahead and mark this red because sometimes I don't do that. And I don't want scientists running out here trying to defend. This might need to get moved down a little bit just so it can help pick up this stuff real quick. They're getting some of it already. We're going to delete this first thing in the morning right after the attack. Okay, let's go. Here they come. I think we're going to just freeze them, no problem. 128 damage, I don't think it's significant enough, so let's see. Click on the gate, of course. Oh, it's a wrap. So we're untouchable at this point. Is what I feel like, low key. So we're just gonna let them do their thing. Bring it on! I said, bring it on! Oh my God, it is plus 50% with these guys on here. See, for some reason, it wasn't like affecting the lower level ones or something. I don't know. Or just, maybe I didn't have the 3s on here yet? I don't know. But for some reason I felt like I wasn't getting it on the AoEs. Maybe it's the smaller AoEs or something, or like I said, the lower tier ones. But we're getting the extra 50% on here too. So I believe that makes a significant difference, right? So that's something that they might not be as strong if we switch them all out with humans, right? So them being on here 24/7 like they are, I wouldn't mind keeping the small group of level 3 Humvees around just to work the front defenses. And I mean 12 here is not many. So if we kept, let's say, 20 of these guys, right, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. They would work here, and then we could turn them into humans, and they could kind of be like a revolving door. Just doing this job. This is the level 3 Humvee job. Level 2 Humvees, they could come in the base, and we could just leave like this outside hauling area for them, right? Or just one of each. So we have 14 of each, and we're willing to keep like 20, 40, 60, right? And then the rest will just be humans. And we'll send out humans as we have too many to do jobs we don't care about anymore. Like, so pretty much humans can kind of sit around and do nothing. Even at times. Because humans technically don't have to continue to do jobs, but we do need Humvees to continue to do jobs. So, like I said, we are going to lock this up. It's cool that they want to come repair it. They can come repair it, and we'll worry about this stuff later. But we're going to leave that locked so nobody's tempted to grab zombies. Actually, we'll just do this so they can't even get close enough. 'Cause sometimes they'll be tricky. They're like, oh, I could grab this guy. Like, grab him through the corner. Like, no, I told you not to do that. Okay. Still slowly making progress. And I'm almost tempted to change these real quick into the ones just to get the cooler empty, huh? And then change it back. Or even use this building as a temporary human curing machine area. So I can hurry up and get the ones in. Or I could just hurry up and get ones in here. Oh, I can't do the ones though. Or I can't put the 3s until I get the ones, right? Or the 4s, whatever. But if I put ones in here and get these guys out of the way, then I can put the human cures, the 4s, in here. And then I could also get rid of these guard jobs and make them be like out here or something. Yeah, that's definitely the move. So, I think this is going to be the end of the episode here. I'm going to go take a break. And then we'll come back and kind of see how we're going to fulfill our energy needs. Which, I mean, we went up again, so I think we're good. A lot of this is going to get deleted. I'll probably build more batteries, right? This kind of stuff needs to get deleted out of here. We're trying to reduce our needs, right? I want to delete all that. This should stay powered for now. We'll talk about maybe completely removing it from the base and later things. But I think if you tune in again, what we're going to be doing next is turning a lot of these buildings into space age buildings. This freezer might end up getting moved just because I do not like where it's at. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Maybe it's because it's been there so long that it's just starting to annoy me. I don't know. I need change, guys. And then we're going to start minimizing how many power poles we have in here best we can. You can only minimize it so much because you need like coverage, like literal coverage. So that's a big start here. And yeah, so tune in, watch the town, this little cute town. We've kind of minimized our mega lab into. I mean, we still have a lot of people, but we're minimizing it to where it's more efficient, right? And talking about maybe increasing our population again one day, once we're able to manipulate the game exactly how we want and get our screen to stop flashing red. So stay tuned and see what we can do. Right on, right on.